Ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum, way. Ba-ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum-bum. Ba-boo-da-boo-da-boo-da. Boo-boo-doo-boo-doo-doo. Ba. Ba, ba, all right, here we go.
Warning.
The beginning of the evening has arrived. We are here
at all times. Stream will
to die. I think tomorrow I need to pay for my phone. Yeah, just pay for my phone. Let's pick a completely different mech to die in. That's a great idea. We're going to pick a different mech. What's all the blurping? That was weird. Select mech. We're going to come over here. We're going to pick the... something I haven't been in for a long time. Well, maybe... oh, I know. What's this baby? This has got 7 energy weapons. And this has 7 energy weapons. Is that the bounty hunter? Oh, that's a nice build. Paint job. Look at that. That's just really mean. Let's go look at that loadout there. Large pulse, 4 large pulses. Okay, that's I gotta do that. It's not very cool. No, sir, that is not cool. I wish I could have more. Oh, I can have more armor in the front, though. Let's do that. And I can have more there. There we go. Could I get another double heatsink in there? If I go... gosh, there's a lot in the engine. I don't think I can pull out enough armor. Let's pull out some. It's not gonna do it, is it? $74. Let's try a double heatsink equipment. Yes. Makes my heat a little bit better. We're gonna try that. And let's check our consumables. That's all I got. All right, we're good. Okay, here we go. Oh, hey, Hellbringer. Wow. Yeah, it's this guy again. I've asked about you on the stream a couple times. Visit with Diablo 2 Resurrected. Haha, I wanted to know how your project went for your roof. I was afraid. There was a little bit of fear, I admit. I'm going to die in this mech. There was a little bit of fear that you had reconstructed your roof to get through the winter and that it had caved in on you and pinned you against the floor of your trailer with no one there to find you, and you had died a horrible, lonely death. That's where my mind went. I don't know. Not done yet. Wait. You got to seal it still? Okay. Well, sealing it, you need to do that like before it gets colder, right? You want to, don't you have to have a certain temperature to do it at? Money, well, how much do you need for sealer? You probably don't need much for sealer, right? Like 50 bucks? What did you do, a torch down on it? Like, what did you do for a roof? Like just the rubber roll roofing that you torch and heat? I got the water stopped from coming in. Just need a little lumber to prop the roof up inside. It's still collapsed. Oh my gosh. And you were going to send me pictures because I wanted to see how bad it was and what you were able to do. You're just trying to do it, get it through, right? You're not trying to make it really nice or pristine. You're just trying to hold it from literally collapsing on you. I used Flex Seal this time. It worked well for the water problem. Okay, so you didn't have to replace a bunch of the roof. You just sealed the places that were leaking. Yeah, just trying to make this place last a couple more years till I build. Yeah. Well, but I wanted to see pictures. I was hoping I'd get pictures of the roof torn off and the roof put back on and the framing underneath it and the structure you're holding it and maybe some gnomes from the yard and then a picture of maybe you holding your phone and taking a picture of yourself while you're pinned underneath the structure and gasping your last gasp. That I was looking for that kind of a, photo journalism sort of thing. It needs to be replaced. It's all rotted, but that's way too much money. Yeah, I'm not going that far. I did get pics. I'll post it. Okay, that's fine. That's funny. Well, so you've obviously taken a pause to kill something in some game somewhere. So there, at least it's not critical, I guess. I'm about to do terribly in this mech, but I do like the paint job. It looks very mean. Howdy, everybody.
Hello. Take that tone with me.
It's the only tone that I have. I'm sorry if you're offended by my tonus.
Reactor online.
You need to eat more ice cream. Get rid of that tone.
Honestly, I just had an ice cream bar before I started streaming.
All systems.
Why are you calling me out right now in front of everybody?
I'm proud of you.
I don't feel like everybody needs to know.
We should celebrate your accomplishment.
There you go. Let's do it by winning.
Heat level critical.
I just play this game to have fun.
I play it for the fame and glory. And my one follower.
I play it for the politics.
I believe in your one follower.
The politics.
I do have. I have a follower, then I have a few people that come by the stream accidentally and go, "What? How did I get here?"
I have more faith in your follower than you, by the way.
Say again?
I'm sorry, what?
Say again? You have more what?
I have more DACA than you.
Oh, I'm sure you do. And we interrupted someone.
Affirmative.
Good luck, guys.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Actually, the only luck-based factor in this game is crits, so hope you guys don't get your armor crit out, because that's fucking annoying.
Who's got LBs?
Target spotted.
643.
Or your weapons, too.
Target spotted. Affirmative.
You guys in the back, or you guys in the front need to get out of that
Need
trench.
assistance.
You
Target
guys
spotted.
in the back, do not push the trench, push towards
We're opening out.
Golf 8
Target
straight
spotted.
away to catch up with the group that hid in the trench and didn't want to fucking put down fire.
No, we're out.
You guys that are sitting in the trench doing fuck all. Get
Seeing
out of
activity in Fox 8. Tactical comms, please.
One on the hill, Echo 9.
Need assistance.
Fox 10.
Fox 8, Fox 7 heavy.
Fucking get that fucking Marauder down in the back.
Need assistance.
Hey, you guys that are NASCARing around.
The one with the
Yep,
PPC?
Marauder, EC Marauder.
Stealth Marauder on me.
Where's me?
G9.
Target spotted.
Roger.
Affirmative. Target spotted. Need assistance. Need assistance.
Coming to give you sniper support.
Thank you.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Do you know this loadout?
No. PPCs and backup. It's God's.
Alright.
Heat level critical.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Finish go.
Thanks.
Well, let's see if we can start focusing shit down, guys.
Heat level critical.
Need assistance. Affirmative.
Thank you.
Marauder and his buddy down.
Target spotted.
Oh, that's split.
Target spotted.
That Fafnir has to go. Can someone hit it with a fucking PPC if they got them?
It's
Target
a rack,
spotted.
Fafnir.
Target spotted.
Crossing.
Affirmative. Target spotted.
Protect our King Crab, please. He's up front and he's tanking.
Target spotted. Affirmative. Target spotted.
Don't worry about the guys that are NASCARing around. There, guys.
Target spotted.
Walk with that King Crab, move with that King Crab, quick.
Target spotted. Affirmative. Affirmative. Target spotted. Target spotted. Looks like only half of the enemies remain. Sorry.
Good work.
Target spotted. Target
Target
spotted.
acquired. Heat level critical.
Few hostiles are remaining.
Target destroyed.
Good work.
Target spotted. Affirmative. Target spotted.
You guys are taking away all my targets.
Okay.
Good sweat, guys.
Great work. Yeah, 271. I didn't die. That's good. Whoa. Hellbringer, thanks for the subscript. It's our anniversary. That's sweet. It's nice to know you're thinking of me. How did I do here? Let's see. I didn't do great. Didn't do bad. Certainly wasn't the best in the bunch. Hey, you've got 2 stars now. 2 stars. On the emote, on the shield. Yeah, I made a cream, Parmesan and cream, Parmesan cheese, cheesy Parmesan cream sauce with sauteed chicken breasts in a wine and Johnny's and a little bit of shallots sauce with fettuccine noodles. It's pretty tasty. Okay, stop. Oh my gosh, look at this. Doesn't that look cool? That's a mean looking mech. It's bold yet understated. Well, as much as a skeleton can be understated, right? It's good for Halloween though, right? I don't know where the usual suspects are for dropping with me, but I'll just keep quick dropping until they show up. Some dollar store soup and dollar ramens. I eat ramen like I actually ate out. I didn't have lunch today, and on the way home from a photo shoot and then a video shoot, I stopped and got some fish and chips at the place in town that has really good fish and chips. They were out of their salmon fish and chips because they were out of their salmon, which are really good. But I even just had the cod. It was cheaper, so that was probably good. And they have just They have a thin, crispy, breaded batter instead of like the.
Doc.
Hey, Drax, welcome. I'll cancel and get you in. Instead of the beer batter that's real thick and greasy, this is not greasy at all. It's the best fish and chips in town. Newman's.
You had eating fish and chips.
Yeah. I had a photo shoot. So some friends of mine called last week and said, "Hey, they're friends of Jessica's. They were in high school with Jessica, but they're friends of the family now, and because we kind of collect people. And they've been dating for a while. And one goes to U of O and one goes to Lane Community College, and one's a really good drummer.
Sorry, what's the first abbreviation?
Lane Community College and U of O, University of Oregon.
All right,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that. That's you should know all the universities in America, but for some reason you're behind, I guess. And
it's our education system here. Clearly doing its job.
Clearly faulty. Yeah.
Hey, Frank.
Hey, Mittens. I'll get you an invite. Not that you need one. You could just jump in probably before I can find you.
Just loading in.
Okay, I'll let you just jump in then.
Yeah, I'm just starting. All right, I'm just loading in.
Okay, I'm just going to fill the time, the pause. It'll be a dramatic pause, like a cat pause. And so anyway, they decided for Halloween they wanted to be Ferris Bueller and Sloane as a couple. So they dressed up as Ferris Bueller and Sloane, and then we went to the museum on campus.
How's that Halloween?
If you dress up as somebody, then you're not who you are, and there you go.
Oh, so it doesn't have to be a horror theme at all?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Not here in America. Maybe it is over there. Like, I don't know what you guys do for Halloween, or if you do it at all.
Well, the only reason we have Halloween is because of you.
Yeah, might as well blame us. It's certainly our fault here.
It's your holiday. It's no one else's holiday.
I know.
For some reason,
I don't know
it just
why we even
the
have
world.
it.
We do have streets in Sydney. They get fewer and fewer each year, but occasionally they just go full tilt. Where some do go full Halloween mode, and those same streets also go full Christmas mode.
Oh yeah. Now Christmas isn't our fault, right?
I mean, the idea of having kids knock on strangers' doors for lollies.
That's not Christmas, though.
No, for Halloween.
That's Halloween. Hey, I get it, but they do it. It's kind of fun. Neighborhoods, used to do it all the time.
And then they tell them,
be around your neighborhood.
Don't get into strangers' vans and don't talk to strangers and don't accept lollies from strangers.
But go ahead and go inside their house.
Knock on that person's door while you're dressed up in a disguise that no one knows who you are. So if you don't come out, we won't know.
What are you talking about? I don't see what the problem is.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. It's pretty weird. So anyway,
no, Sydney is not locked down.
I shot the couple, and then I went up and shot some B-roll for Jessica's music video up on the trail that we were on the other night shooting, and because it was too dark to get it before. And then I stopped and got fish and chips on the way home at the best fish and chips in town because I really was in the mood for it. That's what I was telling Hellbringer. And Hellbringer is here, and Hellbringer almost finished their roof, which I was talking about last week, trying to figure out if they were alive, if they'd been pinned underneath the construction, damage or what. So what else were you saying?
Me or Hellbringer?
You.
Nothing.
You started to say something, and I think I interrupted you accidentally.
I watched the new Dune movie, and I watched the new James Bond movie.
Oh. What'd you think?
Dune was incredibly boring but visually stunning.
I've heard it's visually stunning, and the book was incredibly boring, so I'm not surprised that the movie is.
But I think the original movie was better paced actually. I mean, it doesn't go it doesn't stray too far off the original movie, but it slows it right down incredibly, and it just becomes quite dull to watch. But visually, I mean, you know, sound-wise, amazing. But I also think there's something about teenager actors. They don't have the emotional repertoire, so they kind of come across as like that female actress who you'll know when the second movie comes out. You'll see more of her. She was in Spider-Man 2, Homecoming or whatnot, and like the newer versions of Spider-Man. And yeah, I just find her incredibly wooden.
Oh, interesting.
And
I don't know who you're talking about exactly.
The actor, the main actor, incredibly wooden as well. There's this
They had what's her name from
there's something wooden about them.
The P.T. Barnum movie. Musical.
Like, I'm sure with time they'll get better, but they just remind me of, not as bad, but Star Wars, the guy who played Anakin Skywalker as an adult or as a teenager, I guess.
And as a kid, all of them were terrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't go so far as saying they were that wooden, because they weren't. But there's something universally just suppressed about their acting. Like, just,
are you talking about Rebecca Ferguson?
Really dark.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, the dark girl.
Zendaya. Zendaya. She's actually pretty good. She was in, I don't know how she was in Dune, but she was in The Greatest Showman, and she was good in that.
Well, I might have to see her in that, because I just found, I mean, she didn't get a lot of performance from it. Didn't see a lot of her. She was basically just dream images mostly until they actually finally did meet, and then the movie kind of ended. But the male actor especially, I found he wasn't like Anakin. It wasn't as bad as Anakin, but there's something.
It's the I'm a tough guy. The same. I'm the tough guy, soft-spoken, quiet, broiling underneath, and that kind of look all the time. It's all they do. So they've got one look.
Yeah, one look. I think it is. I think it's just one look. And I don't think that's the look that you just described, but it reminds me of
some
my
one
nephew.
look. Yeah, and see, I don't really like that generally either. It's like my favorite actors and actresses are the ones that do the most facial expression and communication of emotion and stuff through their faces. Like Anne Hathaway, I think is really great.
Yeah, she's good. And she was good as a teenager too, as a kid.
Yep. Actually, when she's a princess, she was still good. And then Jennifer Garner was in Alias. She's really good. And she's been in some movies too, I think. I just can't remember what they're called. But she's a really good actress, I thought. And there's others.
So that girl from Fringe, I'm watching that series Fringe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But she's a little more understated. She's a little more understated, but still, you can still get it, right? It's not...
Well, she's
got
Anne
a lot
Hathaway,
of
subtle
it's
expression
just
nuances
everywhere. There's just expression blowing out of her face, right? And the girl from Fringe isn't like that, but she definitely still you can communicate.
Well, she isn't called for that, but anyway. Right. The other movie I saw, which I was quite surprised because I was getting ready to just drop the marketing of James Bond and the political debate around it poisoned the well, so to speak. But I watched it and I actually cried. And it's a fantastic movie.
Really? You cried because of James?
The ending, yeah. I did. I had tears in my eyes.
I cried everything, so that's...
I think he was a great James Bond. There are some people who didn't like him.
My wife seems to think he's a pretty darn good James Bond. She's more interested in him than she is in me, I think.
Yeah, well, he looks good, doesn't he? Yeah. I mean, that's...
And her friend is like, James Bond's coming out, and Jennifer's like, I know.
It was in that period where all the movies went dark, like all the storylines kind of went, like had a darker tone to them, and he was like, like James Bond went along with that. But I thought he's great as James
I think he's
Bond,
a really good James Bond. Him and Sean Connery are both really good.
Yeah. But anyway, I actually cried, and all this politics about it. How from what I was seeing there was this whole political correctness kind of women are going to dominate but James Bond is put in his place by a girl, all this kind of stuff, and they're just getting on top of the woke movement. All this
Oh, right.
None of that's true about it at all.
Okay.
It's complete BS.
All I heard was that it was like more about her than him, but and that she's going to be the next James Bond, I guess, in the series. Whoever she is. I don't know
Well,
who
she is the next 007. She's the current 007. That's true.
Wait, how can she be the current 007? Why isn't she 006 or 008?
Well, I don't want to spoil the movie for you.
Oh no.
No,
What
let's.
did I just
From the
come in
start of the
on?
movie, she was 007. Put it that way.
Weird. I don't see how that's even possible. I don't get it.
Very easy.
I'm assuming I just came in on a conversation about movies and specifically 007.
Yes,
Yeah.
but not only because we were starting somewhere else. We started with Dune and then we drifted over to 007. Sorry.
Because I said
Couldn't help it.
I watched Dune and James Bond today, and I think they'll. Because you missed it, but I'll fill you in. Dune, the new movie, was visually stunning, incredibly boring to
Rotating
watch.
Hotel 6.
And James Bond, I cried, and think it's a brilliant movie.
Interesting.
And I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting to hate it because of all the politics around it and the narrative around the build-up of it all. And none of it's
And
true.
all the people
It's
griping about it.
complete BS. Yeah, it's complete BS the way they've been carrying on.
Well, I can't really say I have a set in stone opinion about either case because, in regards to
Take my
007,
money and have a good night.
Hey,
I
Brinkman,
grew
thanks
up-
for the nickel. Have a great
grew up
night. Sorry,
seeing-
can't stay. Go ahead.
I grew up seeing like the Sean Connery ones on like TV, but it wasn't like it was like you had to actually go and search for it if you really wanted to watch it. The ones that I grew up with, as far as 007, was Pierce Brosnan.
Oh yeah, and I thought he was okay.
But yeah. For me growing up, my 007 was Pierce Brosnan because that's just who I was accustomed to seeing. I didn't start seeing the Sean Connery ones until I was in my late teens, so I didn't really understand. At first, I didn't really understand, and then I kind of understood that 007 is a designation. It's not one character.
Golf 7, Golf 7, Golf 7.
Target spotted.
Or at least that's what it appeared to be to me. I mean, all of them are named James Bond, obviously. But
Right.
at the same time, is that their actual name, or is that...
That's the designation.
James.
Code designation.
Yeah, that's their name
James
also.
Bond's the.
They swap
James
out
Bond is
new
the
actors
name.
for the same guy.
Yeah.
James Bond is the name, and 007 is their designation number from their agency.
Right. And
And then yes, the story of James Bond is basically different characters replaced him through time.
And the way, and to me, that's the way it should make sense, because if you look at the overarching story of James Bond in 007, it lasts for a good while, and it would take somebody incredible feats of just physical discipline and so
I have
on and so
incredible
forth to
feet.
be able to do that stuff for the length of time that the James Bond legend is going on. So, to me, it didn't seem very plausible that it was one guy all the time and they just changed the actor.
They're
It
just
made more
constantly
sense
rebooting it.
It made more sense if each version of 007 was a different character altogether that's coming into the role of James Bond.
Yeah, but they're based on the books, the Ian Fleming books, and those are all James Bond. Same character. So they just reboot it from time to time and put in a new actor, and if he works well, they keep him. There's some where they've had
well, this time they won't.
guys that weren't
if
good and they didn't keep them.
This time it won't happen like that. It'll be it won't be James Bond as 007 unless they reboot. the
Right, but
franchise.
that's an intentional choice. But I mean, in the past, they've
I
always
actually think it's a
kept
good
saying-
one.
Yeah.
And I just think. Anyway, my only comment is, don't think too hard about it. It's just James Bond. But
Will it be
I actually
Jane
was
Bond?
No, but I
Oh,
actually
well.
think it was really good, and I cried at the end. And all this nonsense about the wokeness of it all is complete BS.
Yeah, I don't.
Complete BS.
I'm not prescribing to that stuff. It's the directors chose to change things up a little bit to wow the crowd. That's it. There was no political agenda there. It was to sell tickets.
So what you're saying is that you, even though it may have been a wokeness movie, you were not shaken or stirred from your slumber.
Exactly. Yes.
I just can't help it. I'm so sorry.
You could be the next James Bond with those jokes.
Oh, I know.
You can help it. You just choose not to.
You could definitely be the next James Bond with those jokes, because all his jokes are dad jokes.
No, they're not. No, they're dumb, though. You're right. They are kind of dumb. Gosh.
Well, he
It's
has
like-
3 distinct moments where he does exactly that kind of thing, and you go, "Yeah, this is James Bond, right?"
Oh my gosh. Did you see? Have you seen River Cruise yet?
No.
Panzer, are you jumping in with us?
Maybe. I haven't really decided yet. I'm booting up the game at the very least.
River Cruise.
It's got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Emily Blunt.
I've seen Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in so many different
I
movies
like
now. It's
I like
even funny.
Dwayne because he'll take any part, even if he has to be stupid. You know, act like he's a doof in him.
I mean, what do you expect? He was a WWE wrestler.
I know,
for
but
how long?
he's another guy that actually I
He's
respect him because he's a good actor.
He's good though. Yeah, he is good.
He's a likable guy, and he's not so arrogant that he'll only be a superhero. He'll be a
I know.
a whatever, and I really
That's
like
why
that.
he's awesome.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
not
his
saying-
likability is the biggest thing, though. You're right. Like him and that comedian, the short black comedian.
Oh, I
what's
don't
his
really
name?
like him that much.
Kevin
He's just
Hart?
he just won't be.
I love
quiet.
Kevin Hart.
I
He's
kind of like
hilarious.
him. Sometimes I like him, but sometimes he's just too much for me.
Oh, he's got that annoying kind of persona to him, but it's I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's
comedians
it.
That are brutally
He-
honest, but not over the top.
He's got a little mini series on, I think it's Netflix, where he's like the wannabe spy, and he thinks he's acting for a part because he wants to he's always typecast as the scrawny little sidekick in all these movies, and so this little series is about him wanting to up his game and be the hero. So he goes to hero training school, and it's
What movie is
kind of
this?
cute. It's a series. There's like 20-minute episodes or 15-minute mini episodes. I think
And
it's
this is
on-
Kevin
yeah.
Hart.
Yeah, Kevin
Yeah.
Hart. It's about him. It's kind of cute.
Okay.
If you like him, you'll like it for sure.
Like I said,
River Cruise looks funny. I'm gonna download
It is funny. So the thing about it that's kind of cool is, I don't know, you don't have Disneyland Down Under, do you?
We don't have a Disneyland, no.
Yeah, because what's the point? And then
but they know what Disney is.
I'm terrible.
I have Disney Plus. The
Okay,
streaming
you don't need
channel.
it then. You don't need it then. You've got Disney Plus. In Disneyland, there's a ride, which this movie is kind of based on loosely, where you get into a boat and you go cruising through a little jungle river, and there's fake alligators and fake hippos and fake waterfalls and fake, scary things that jump out all of a sudden. And thanks, Mittens. Mittens is like, I just have to keep on him. He's just so off in the weeds. And the guys who do the riverboat cruise are piloting it, even though it's on tracks underneath the water, so they don't really have any control of the boat whatsoever. Maybe it has an engine, can go forward and backwards, but the steering's all done by rails underwater. They have a mic and they're doing the blow by blow. Here's what this is and here's that, but they're always doing really bad dad puns. And the character that Dwayne plays is this riverboat captain that does cheap tours. There's all the other nice tour boats, but his is like this beat up tour boat. And he does the same sorts of dumb things. And it's funny because A, it's just like the ride, and B, they're stupid dad jokes. And C, it's Dwayne Johnson doing them. And so I liked how they kind of worked in the ride through the character pretty well. And it's basically a Indiana Jones sort of, find the secret hidden treasure of whatever to, save whatever. Mm-hmm. So it's a comedy adventure romp.
It's hilarious because they've renamed it Jungle Cruise.
From what?
You said River Cruise.
Oh, sorry. No, I said it wrong then. It's Jungle Cruise. You're right.
Ooh, Ooh, I
Yeah,
got
I'm going to
Mechs.
download it. It looks good. I love that actress, that
Emily
English
Blunt.
actress.
Well, she was
Yeah,
good
not
in.
because I think she's a fantastic actress, and she has been. She definitely has been. I just think she's awesome. I've got a crush on her for sure.
I am happy. I am definitely jumping in the game now because I have new Mechs.
Because of her eyes.
I think it's her accent, and I'm not a big fan
that's
of
the
that
accent.
but
Yeah.
But I think it's the accent. Really.
Pans, if you're in, I just canceled so I can get you in here. There you are.
Absolutely. And I'll join you in a second. But yeah, I got new Mechs and I want to play with them now.
You got to hurry.
New
We're
toys.
gonna drop. Get in there. I just canceled the search for you. No dallying. You can't do a fishy.
Frank is suffering right now, isn't he?
Yeah. He's like, oh my gosh.
Next
These people. Why do I group with them?
Why do they even call themselves Mechwarriors? They're not even. They don't even play. They don't play the game. Actually, they should not be called Mechwarriors.
They sit in this channel. They talk and they talk and they talk. They say
They're like
stupid things.
They're like yak talkers, not Mechwarriors. Yak talkers.
And if they say one more bad thing about New Zealand,
Jay-Z.
You what? You've had better conversations with Jay-Z?
It's funny because last weekend I dropped with Nutty again in faction play and Jay-Z joined. It was actually quite enjoyable.
More enjoyable than this? Is that what you're saying? I'd rather not hear that.
Oh, Nutty's
Sorry,
faction
I
plays
can't quite
streams.
hear you.
Great.
I've tuned your volume down.
Oh, good.
You're annoying me.
Yeah, I understand. It's totally understandable.
No, Nutty's streams are good. They're good value. They're definitely.
You know, just Mittens, just so you don't feel bad, I actually turned my own volume down too because I don't want to listen to me either.
That's hilarious. Because what I know of oh wait, no, you don't use Streamlabs OBS, do you?
No, I use XSplit.
Right. Okay. So one of the things that I encounter all the time with Streamlabs OBS is when I actually go into the audio settings to set up my stream and stuff like that, I can hear my mic in my own headset and it drives me nuts. And I have no idea how to turn it back off.
Oh, I can turn it down. I actually do have it up. I was just joking because I want Frank to feel, comfortable. I don't want to call him out for muting me all the time on my stream.
Hearing my own voice.
I don't mute you, I just turn you down.
Down to 0.
No, about 10. So I can just hear you whisper in my ear.
Whispering in the background.
Yep.
Frank and Mittens, this is God.
Also, yeah, this is the new Stalker from the Hunter Pack that I'm piloting.
Oh, what have you built it as?
It's literally fresh out the box.
Okay.
So you haven't even built it. I have a build with, I think, 6 ER lasers, ER large lasers or something in it. I should get in that.
I know it's got ER PPCs, so that makes me happy. That's all I care about.
Howdy, everybody.
Yeah.
I wonder if Multisoul has multiple lives.
Panzerfaust going to be
like
joining us?
ER PPCs are
Panzerfaust
by far
is
and away my
here,
favorite
yes.
weapons. By far and away, ER PPCs are my favorite weapon in this game.
Your mounts are high, aren't they, on the Stalker? They're not low, are they?
Yeah, they're pretty high.
I think so. I guess we'll find out. 'cause we use this thing.
I should have just snuck the Stalker's feet and killed him. I was facing 2 Stalkers in that last fight, and I was running between them as opposed to just sticking with one and shooting them.
I was getting
so this
hammered
game-
by a stalker with PPCs in that last match.
Where's the Stalker? Let me have a look. Yeah, you can't shoot me, can you? Can you see? Can I just ask you something? Let me just get to the front of you. I'm going to walk to your front. Can you shoot me in the head from there, from this position?
I can see your head.
Why don't you try
I
it?
can put my cursor on it.
It looks like
Yeah,
it's
just
aiming
shoot me.
down far enough, but I don't know if it's
No, I'm not
converging.
gonna shoot you
If it's converging
because-
I
enough.
don't mind.
So have him stand and look at what's right behind his head and see if you can hit that.
Nah,
And have him,
I'd
but
rather-
then have him move. Then have him move. Then fire.
It does have 2 kind of lowish things, but I don't know if they can. If I'm sitting
You want me to
underneath
see if
them.
I can hit you, Brax?
Where are you?
I don't like
No,
causing
you're
team
a-
damage. I'm not going to shoot
You're a
teammates.
Timberwolf. Oh yeah, but that's. I mean, I've asked for it. I just want to actually see. It's all good though. I understand. Maybe at the end, if we're still alive, and it's a foregone conclusion.
Or you could get Fishy into a stalker and have him do it. He'd be happy to shoot.
Oh,
you.
Fishy
yeah.
would do it. He'd enjoy it.
He like alpha.
Stock loadout. Stock loadout of this
Oh, sorry, I
Stalker
killed you.
70.
I thought you wanted me to do that.
Can I, Drax? Can I?
Can I?
Thanks,
Can I?
Drax. Thanks. I've been waiting for this.
My dad said it's totally okay to shoot my team members if they ask me to.
Yeah, and you asked, and you asked.
So, speaking of asking, since you asked what this thing has, it's The stock loadout for this one, the special variant, is 2 ERPPCs, 4 medium pulse, a small laser, and 2 Streak 4s.
Wow.
Okay.
It sounds like it's got some oomph.
And the ERPPCs have a range of 810 meters.
Uh-oh.
Without skills.
Target spotted. Affirmative. Target spotted.
Got him kind of situated weird as far as weapon groups, though.
Frank and Mittens, I'm on your 6.
Heat level
I don't like where
critical.
that small laser is positioned, but oh well.
I was on your 6 now, seeking cover.
Let's see if I can poke some
Target
people.
spotted.
Hello there.